Happy Saturday. Got on our jammies again. And it's actually what I made, the same thing I made 2 weeks ago. And this will be my lunches this week. I'm making another meatloaf. And sometimes I think I'd like to take some hamburger patties, but the thing is, all like I think I've said this before, my ground beef has been frozen, so once it's been frozen, at least it's always seemed like to me that you can't make patties out of it. So I know for a while I was using the crock pot, but I like there to be some consistency, some solidness, if you will, to my ground beef. So I want some kind of I don't like chasing the ground beef all over the bowl. I don't like I don't know. I just get more satisfaction from actual chunk of meat versus the ground beef being loose. So just how I am. So what I'm doing is getting my ground beef all out here. Got some gloves that I had bought at some point for the kitchen. And okay, now I kind of set myself up to fail. I'm going to do this for the moment. I'm going to take this off. I may end up having to put new ones back on, but so now I'm going to crack a couple eggs. Might do three might do three this time. Just to kind of, help it all stay together. Oh my goodness, there's one egg left. I can't do it. My OCD won't let me do it. So, all right, we're having 5 pounds of ground beef and 4 extra large eggs. That's what we're doing. Now, I did pulverize some more pork rinds this morning. And so that's what I'm pouring in. Hang on, here's a little piece on the counter. I'll wipe the counter all off when I'm done. But for now, this is where I need my second hand again. Get that egg all mushed up in there. There's a hard frozen piece of the ground beef. I'm also going to need to add some more seasonings. Well, some seasoning period. I haven't added anything to it except for the pork rinds. So I'm going to go on and I got to remember, I think they're up in the cabinet. All right, this is what we're doing. I said I may have to put 2 more new ones back on. Hot puppy. Alright, so this is the Greek seasoning that I like. And this is that rub that I made last week for my ribs. Let's give it a little bit of oomph. And I am going to just because a little bit of liquid smoke. Whoa, that splashed a lot more than I thought, but that's all right. Now, gloves. Okay, let's try this again here. Okay. So now I'm getting both hands in it, and I should have added a little bit of salt too, but once again, I got both my hands dirty, so I'm not going to touch my salt shaker with a goopy hand. So, there went a bite for one of my bubbers. Whoop, there went another bite. Who needs a vacuum cleaner? Who needs to mop when you have a good puppy down there? Yeah. Alrighty. With all those good flavors, I should not have to add a lot. But there's not that much in here, so that's the only reason why I'm grabbing this with my grody hands. And I'm just going to put the rest of it in there. Whoop. Well, dang it. I'm making a mess. I can't not add salt. That's just going to be boring and gross. Where's my salt at? Now, hold on. Oh, here it is. Alright. Alright. Now. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, before I do this, is there anything else I need to add? I added the egg, I added salt, I added some other flavors. Ooh, you know what might be good? I've got some bacon grease right here. Let's add a hunk of that. Some bacon grease. Oop, my clothes dryer just kicked off. Don't worry, I have Clorox wipes, and I will wipe everything down. This counter gets wiped off so often. I don't put food directly on my counter because I have dogs, and I have a dog door, and dirt and dust come in through the dog door and gets everywhere, and so I don't purposely put food directly on my counter. However, I do wipe my counter off constantly because I don't like to set plates and stuff up here when it's gritty. So, okay. Now if you wanted, you could take this little mixture and make meatballs out of it. Then you would just pan fry them and a little bit, and then you could freeze them and pull them out when you wanted to. But I'm making food for the week. Now, last time I did this, and it worked out well because the meat's 80-20. And so I made a little well. My mom suggested it. And made a little well along the outer edges so that the excess fat had a place to go. But then I let it sit for a long time. So then it reabsorbed. And that worked out well too. All right, so let's take these bad boys off again. That's the third pair. Anyway, so now I'm gonna put this in the oven for at 350. I think last week it was about 45 minutes to an hour. I'm not sure. I'll use the thermometer. And where is my thermometer? Here it is. So I'll put this on beef, veal, burger. I'll put it on burger. And I think I can just leave it in there the whole time. We're going to try it and see what happens. Okay. Good job, dog. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. It's set in there and it's gonna go. And while it's cooking, I'll go back to my dryer just kicked off, so I will go and take my clothes out of the dryer and hang them up. Today's Saturday, which is always, well, I do my laundry. It's just me, so I do my laundry every other week. So works out about 2 loads of laundry every other week. So I'll get this cleaned up. And like I said, that thermometer will alarm when that meets the right temperature. But I think I'll still set a timer just because, you know, to see what happens. I'll set the timer 45 minutes. Alright. Yeah. Hang on. These Clorox bleach wipes are the best thing ever. I also like baby wipes. Those are good, like for, like I wash my face with baby wipes every night. But baby wipes, they're also good for like wiping off and dust to like your entertainment center. If it's wood, kind of almost shines it as it cleans it. So there we go. Now I'm satisfied. I may not be the neatest person, but I don't want it to be nasty, dirty. Can't have that. Just can't do it. Alright. Now, I've already ran the dishwasher once today. So when everything dries, we'll do it again. So I keep butter out, and I keep my bacon grease out, and I keep my ghee out. So that's that. I will holler when. Oh, I want to tell you, this was the pork rinds I used for this time. I like the yellow bag better. Hang on, I'll go get it. All fried and they're dried out. Well, this other one, this green bag, and same with this kind is really bad. This one, it's more oily, so it has like hunks of fat that were left on the pork skin. So when I did my stuff this morning, see how that's a big ball? Now I had a ball when I originally bought it, but this is like a oily ball. See, it's not like just powdery. It's almost like peanut butter, like, you know, the oil. You can see the oil on my fingers. But when I use this kind right here to make the, you know, pork panko, as they like to call it, when I use this, it's drier and more of a powdery, whereas this is more oil based. so it clumps together more. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a heads up in case you plan on making some of your own pork panko. So, all right, now I'm gonna go get the laundry and I'll show you what's what whenever the stuff's done. Hello. It is done. I've got the thermometer going. When I pulled it out, it said 155. The yellow line is what it is. The bottom line is the goal. I'm okay with it being a little bit less because it's ground beef. Now, if it was chicken, I wouldn't want that. But I'm okay with it being 3 degrees lower. But the way this works is the thermometer went in, and then this part came out of the door of the oven. And anyway, and so like I said, when it hit 155, I decided it was done. So now I'm gonna let this sit and let it reabsorb a lot of that oil, that fat, and then I will separate it out into sections for me to take to work this week. And look, it's gone up to 158, and it's just sitting there on top of the stove. So it may reach 160 by the time it sits and finishes doing its thing. But yeah, so that will be my meals this week for work at lunch. And I have some steaks and pork steaks, or beef steaks and pork steaks and other stuff in the refrigerator that I'll be able to eat on throughout the week also. So there you have it. That is my meal prep for the week for lunch. And I am boiling some eggs that I'll take to work this week also, along with a couple of those sausage patties that I still have from when I went to the store last week. So I'll have eggs and, I don't know. Oh, look, it jumped up to 159. So see, it won't kill you to take it out a couple degrees early. Yeah, so eggs and meatloaf is what I'll be eating this week at work. So there you have it. Like I said, that'll be my meal prep this week. Hey, I forgot to tell you what I do then is I'm going to pull this out, and to clean it, I take, hang on, I'm having to reach around. I take a Clorox bleach wipe. I mean, they're disinfecting, so, whoa, what did I bump? Well, whatever. Okay, anyway, it turns itself off, but I take this bleach wipe and I go down. Oh, this is not going to be easy. I wipe off the thermometer. So that way it gets all the goop off of it and disinfects it at once. So that's how I get that clean. And they'll be clean to use this evening or whenever I cook my next meal. So you can see my shadow. You can see my phone. And there's my hand wiping off the needle. And there's the needle. So you're just going to have to watch it that way. Because I didn't take the time to put you all in my tripod. So there you go. So that's how I clean it. And it's a pretty cool thing. I want to say it was like $19-20 at Walmart. So, yep. All right. Now, that's how I cook my meal prep. Bye.